If you've ever tried cooking jackfruit and had it turn out a little bland or kind of soggy, you're definitely not the only one. Jackfruit is one of those ingredients that can be really fun to cook with. It has a great texture, it absorbs flavor really well, and it works in a lot of savory recipes. But it can also be a little tricky the first few times you make it. A lot of the times when jackfruit doesn't turn out the way that people expect, it usually comes down to a few small things. So in this video, I'm sharing 3 common mistakes that people make when cooking jackfruit and a few simple adjustments that help it turn out crispier and more flavorful. The first mistake is using packaged jackfruit that's already been seasoned. A lot of those products come with heavy sauce that's already mixed in. And while they can be convenient, I find that they are really hard to get that crispy texture. So instead, I recommend using canned jackfruit. Canned jackfruit is typically unseasoned, which means you can control the flavor yourself. And because it's much drier to start with, it's a lot easier to cook in a way that develops some crispy texture. You can shred it, season however you want, and it gives it a lot more flexibility in the final result. The second mistake is not adding a little bit of starch. This is a really simple trick that makes a big difference. After shredding the jackfruit and adding your spices, toss it with a small amount of potato starch or cornstarch. It creates a light coating that browns nicely and helps you get that slightly crispy texture instead of something that's soft or mushy. You don't need that much, just enough to lightly coat the pieces. The third mistake is adding your sauce too early if you are pan frying. It's really tempting to toss everything in a sauce right away. But if you do that, the jackfruit never really gets a chance to crisp up in the same way it would in the oven. Instead, cook the jackfruit mostly dry at first. You can still add a base flavor, something like a little soy sauce or a small splash of liquid smoke. If you want to add a marinade or sauce before, I would go on the lighter side. Let the jackfruit cook in the pan until it starts to brown and develop that crispy texture. Then you want to add in your sauce. You can keep frying for a few more minutes so that the sauce caramelizes slightly and everything gets nicely browned and crispy. Jackfruit is one of those ingredients that can be really satisfying to cook with once you get the hang of it. And most of the time, getting the texture right comes down to a few small adjustments. Using canned jackfruit instead of pre-seasoned packages, adding a little bit of starch, and waiting to add the sauce at the end can make a huge difference. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. And if you want even more ways to make plant-based cooking easier and more fun, you can join me inside the Simple Plant Pantry. Inside, I share exclusive recipes, tips, and series, all designed to help you make great tasting food effortlessly. You can find a link in the description and in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.